Yo, it's your boy Straight Boss OV8 from Straight Smoke Gaming, and we have another GTA 5 online video for you today. Instead of a yay or nay, we are doing a vehicle review. As you know, with the weekly update yesterday, they added a new vehicle into the game, which is the Manchez Scout, which is that dirt bike looking thing there on Warstock. Before we get into that, though, I do want to touch on we did an Alcanost yay or nay, which is similar to a review, but we did that on this past Wednesday, just two days ago. So go ahead and check that out. There'll be a link in the description giving a pretty good detailed review of the Alcanost Stealth Bomber. It's not really a jet, it's more of like a bomber, as you'll find out in that video. But we're talking about this vehicle that was just added yesterday into the game, the Manchez Scout, for $225,000. So if you've done the Cayo Perico heist, and hopefully you have, you are pretty familiar with this bike, because this bike comes in handy when you're on the island and you are going around and scoping out, secondary targets and points of interest around the island, because the island is fairly big, and that bike is helpful to get you from pretty much all over the place to get pictures and whatnot. So it is helpful in that case. But we're going to see how helpful it is here in free roam in this review. Now, with the customizations here, I was pretty impressed with the customizations. It did have some, a fair amount of modding for, what this is. This is just a dirt bike type of motorcycle. It's not anything special. It's not weaponized by any means. There's no countermeasures. There's no weapons. Just because it's on Warstock does not mean it has to be weaponized. And this is one of those vehicles that is not weaponized and is still on Warstock. So keep that in mind. And it does have the liveries, all the liveries that you unlock in the bunker as well. So, alright, so first thing we're going to do is we're going to go ahead and test the speed out, the straightaway speed. We're going to be going up against the BF400 right next to me there. Further down the line is the Cliffhanger, which is kind of similar to this bike, honestly, the Manchez Scout. It's a stunt bike slash dirt bike. And then we have the Sanchez all the way down to the far left. Alright, we're off when the flare hits the pavement. There, Haas and I, we tried to do the wheelie boost. He held his wheelie, and then I seen how far he was going. I don't think I would have caught up to him even if I would have hung onto my wheelie. You can see there the $8,000 Sanchez, I barely beat that. So this bike is it's lacking some speed, as you can tell there in the straightaway speed. Here we're doing a little race around the prison, going in single file order of worst to best as far as the speed test. And the $90,000 BF400 dirt bike passes the $225,000 Manchez Scout like nothing. And in this race, I only ended up beating the $8,000 Sanchez. And the Cliffhanger, which is also $225,000, is it just blows this bike out of the water. So, despite Rockstar's advertisements on the show, social club and social media about this bike being quick, it is not quick at all. Now, for what it lacks in speed, it does have some pretty good handling. And here we did a brake test. Here we're showing you where all the bikes stopped for the brake. You punch the brake, even the handbrake as well. And the brakes were about as good as the BF400. So its brakes is good, and the handling in turn is also well because of the brakes. So, and here showing the wheelie. This is perhaps the king of the wheelies now of all the bikes. So if you like doing wheelies, this thing will hold the wheelie for as long as you can stay on a straightaway. It's actually hard to fall off the bike while you're doing a wheelie. It is possible to do. I did it once or twice, but that's when I'm holding a wheelie for quite a long time and I'm really rearing back on the left stick. So this is probably the easiest bike to hold a long wheelie probably in the game. So it does have that going for it. It's just not that quick, unfortunately. I just wish it was quicker. This is Grand Theft Auto. I mean, we want speed. We want all our vehicles to be fast, but this bike just isn't fast. It handles well, brakes good. It's a fun bike, you know, but $225,000 on war stock. It is not weaponized. So you guys make the call. Is this worth it? I don't know. This isn't a yay or nay, so I'm not giving it a yay or a nay. I'll let you guys make the decision. Hopefully this video touched on everything that you're wondering about this Manchez Scout bike. And if so, I'd appreciate a thumbs up for a like. We always appreciate any likes we get, and even the dislikes, because in turn they help out too. So, alright guys, that's about it for this video. Hope you enjoyed the Manchez Scout review. Also, stay tuned, make sure you check the link in the descriptions for the Alcanos Yay or Nay. Very good video that we did just 2 days ago for the Stealth Bomber. Also, check another link in the description for how you could get the loot that you want in the Cayo Perico heist. That video will also be in the description. And, as always, consider subscribing for more GTA 5 Online content.